Hello all, myself Monali Chaudhary from Professor Ramkrishna More College, Akurdi welcomes you all in this video on packages in Java. In this video, we are going to see about introduction to the packages, that is what is meant by packages, creating the packages, accessing the packages, practically seeing how to execute a package, how to create a package, how to import a package, and then last, what are the advantages of package. First, what are the package? Java has a number of classes and methods together in a collection called Java API. These all classes and interfaces are grouped together in one space called as package. We can say a package is a folder which keeps the related classes and interfaces together. Now we'll see one example that suppose I'm having different input output classes such as buffer reader, buffer writer, file input stream, file output stream, etc. These all input output classes are clubbed together in a package IO. Now what is the purpose of the package? We can use this classes and methods present in the package anytime, anywhere in the program. Since for example, I want to accept an input from the user. So for that I have to use the input classes buffer reader. So I can use any number of time the read method of the buffer reader. This is the use of the package. Then there are two types of packages: predefined packages and user defined packages. Predefined packages means they are already present in the Java API. We have already discussed that. IO package is there, which IO package is having the input output related classes. AWT is having the graphical user interfaces classes. Lang is having the Lang related classes. Net is having the network related classes. SQL is having the database related classes. So this was about the predefined classes. We can create our own package and we can have our own classes in that package. That is the user defined package. So we'll see how to create a user defined package. We have already seen that package is used to keep that classes and methods which are used again and again, or we can say mostly we are using that classes. So package is used for that purpose. So how to create a package? A package can be created by giving the first statement as package. So here I am giving one example. This is a file called as a.java. Here we can see that this a.java is containing the first statement as package ty. In this package ty, I am having a class A, and in this class A, I am having a method display. This display method and class both are public. So why they are public? So if we want to access this class A outside the folder ty, then this can be accessed only by giving the access specifier public. Now if we don't give any package, means if I don't give this statement package ty, I only create the class A, then at that time JVM will assume its own package called as no name package. So this is about how to create a package. Now whatever the created package we have to use. So how to use that? We can use it by giving the import statement. There are three types of import statements. First is to use the whole folder, that is all the classes and interfaces present in that folder, or we can say present in that package, can be used by giving this star. The star, it means that all the classes and interfaces of that packages can be used. The second thing is by giving only the class name. Means we have previously we have seen one example of that the package ty contains a class A. So here in this example we can take it as import ty.a. So it will create a package ty and in that a class A. Then the third is fully qualified name. When we don't use the import statement, we can directly use the package name and specified by that particular class, and that can be done by the fully qualified name. But the disadvantage is that whenever you want to use that related classes, you have to again and again give the whole package name. Now we can see that we package can have the sub packages also. Means here, for example, project package is having source code is having as Java. Similarly, in this above example, Java package is having a util package as sub package, and this util sub package is having a class as date. This is the way we have accessed the package. Now there are some access specifiers used for the packages. For example, we have seen that for class A, we have given it as public and the method display was again given as public. The public, it means that it can be accessed for everyone. Outsiders can access that particular class. Means you can expose the class. But if you don't want to expose the class, then you need to specify it as a default. That can be given by the none, means default specifier. When we specify protected at that time, it can be accessed in the same package also as well as in the subclass also. Now for example, package 1, it has a class A, class B, class C and class D. If we give A class as public, it can be accessed to A, B, C, D all. If we give A as protected, it can be accessed to class B and class C. If we give as a default, it can be accessed only to B. And if we give as private, it cannot be accessed by B, C and D. So these are the rules which we give as an access specifier, that where can be the class with access. This can be called as visibility control mechanism, which can be used for the encapsulation purpose or for the data heading purpose. So this is about accessing the package. Now we'll see what are the examples of the packages. This is one example where I have created a class A, which is present in package P1. Similarly, there is a class B which is present in the package P1, and again P1 it has a sub package P2, and in P2 we are having a class B. This is about how we have created a class A and B. Now how to use this package. For this I have created a class called as package test. Package test is having a having these two classes as A and B. How we can access that? By using we have created first the object of that, that is obj1 is the object of class A and obj2 is object of class B, and then by using the through the object we have called the display method. This is how we have created an example of packages. Now we'll run this example practically. How to run this example? Now here in Notepad, I have created this class A and this class B. You can see here. This is the class A which is present in package P1. This is the class B which is present in package P1.P2. Means in package P1 I am having this class P2. Now here we can see that I am having a folder Java programs. In that I am having a package P1. In this package P1 I am having a class called as a.java and another sub package as P2. This P2 is having a class as b.java. Now we have seen that this P1 and P2, this class is accessed through the package test. Now package test is present outside the class P1 and P2. Now we have already discussed the access specifier that as this class is present outside the package P1 and P2, this class has been given as public. This method has been given as public. This class of package test we have already discussed in the PPT that this object has been created and the display method has been called. Now what this display method will display? This will display in display of A and in display of B. See here I have displayed the code already. So now if we want to display this package test, first I have compiled the code, then afterwards I have executed by using the Java command and then the name of the class. We can see it is going to display in class A and B. There is another example called as maths package. In maths package, I'm having addition and multiplication classes. Addition, it's used for addition purpose, means adding integer, floats, etc. And multiplication is used for multiplying integer, floats, etc. So here we'll see the addition class. Addition class will have addition of integer, floats and string. And multiplication class is having multiplication of integer and float. When we'll display this program, we can see here that I have given two numbers 5 and 7. It will display the addition as 12. It will display the multiplication as 35. I am giving here the float values as 2.5 and 10.5. It will display the addition and multiplication of that two numbers. Similarly, I have given two strings, welcome and Java. It will display the concatenation of two strings as welcome.java. Now this demo program illustrates the use of package of maths. I have given here maths package. In maths package I have created demo and this here I have used the scanner class for accepting the input and then I have created the object of these two classes, accepted the values and pass it to the object, pass it to the methods. It is giving the output as we have seen. Now this addition class is having the methods for adding to integers, to floats and to strings. Now if we want to add double, we can directly copy paste the code and give the data type as double. Similarly, if I want to add three integers, same code can be used and I can give instead of 2 I can give again 3 integers. Similarly, if you want to add an array, I can write a code for addition of an array in the add addition.java program. So we can see that packages are used for reusing the classes. Add can be used for addition of multiple purposes. addition of integer, float, string, etc. That is the use of the package. Next, we are going to see what are the advantages of Java. Advantages of packages. Packages, we have already discussed all these advantages, but we'll again conclude them. Packages are used to group the classes and interfaces together to be maintained and searched or located. Packages provides access protection. We have already discussed the access specifier, that when we don't want the class C and class D to access class A, we don't need to give it as public. If we give public, then only class C and class D outside the package can access. We have already seen the example also. Maths class, maths package, there were two classes, addition and multiplication, which were having as public. So if we don't want them to use outside the package in demo, will not give them as public. So that is, it provides the access protection, or it controls the access protection. Then avoid the conflicts or collision. Java package removes collision conflicts. Date class is present in java.util also and in java.sql also. If we want to use both the date classes, then we have to specify the whole package name, java.util.date, java.sql.date. Then only both the dates class can be used. Otherwise, it will give an error. It will not understand which date class to use. Then again, date packages are used for data encapsulation or data hiding. So these were some of the advantages of the packages. Now, last, for creating this PPT or for creating this video, I have used these references. You can also, for the details, you can also go through all these websites, or you can use this complete reference book. Thank you all for watching this PPT or watching this video.